Hi and welcome to today's session. We're making a candle arrangement today using the white candles and the lovely luxury foliages ready for Christmas. Okay, so you will notice that I have got a smaller Pawsey pad than what you guys are. I did have a lady who desperately wanted to buy a kit, so I'm using a smaller pad today. And I'll let the lady have the large one. So all you guys have got a larger scale one and you'll be working on a larger scale, but it's the same technique, but just a larger size. So first of all, with your Pawsey pad, you need to place it under the tap or fill your sink up and literally turn it upside down and just let it soak until maybe about 3 or 4 minutes. If you put it under the tap, just very, very slowly, and you'll notice that the pad goes very, very heavy. Okay, it is advisable as much as possible, I would say, to be watering this every other day, making sure that this foam is wet at all times, okay, because this is the moisture that the flowers are drinking. Okay, let's make a start. The only things you will need is a spoon. It can be a teaspoon or a dessert spoon, and you'll need some scissors and secateurs. So first of all, I've got 2 candles because, again, I let the other lady have my other set of candles. So I've no more kits of these. They've all gone now, ready for Christmas. But as you can see, I've just hollowed out and placed them in. The same again with this one. I want this one just ever so slightly because my candles are, if I'm honest, both the same height. What you'll notice, guys, is yours are 2 different heights. Okay. 3 different heights. So again, as you can see, your 3 candles will look nice in the centre of your Pawsey pad at the different heights. Okay, so we've got lots of nice foliages in your bunches that you've received. You'll notice that there is a lot of selection of beautiful Christmas foliages, such as conifer spruce. I think you've got some eucalyptus and things like that. And what I'm doing now, just before I start actually placing it into the design, I'm just cutting up my foliage into small sections. You don't want it too large. Okay, and what I also say is not only do you not want it in too large, but with your spruce, which is the one that looks like a Christmas tree, I'm actually just taking off the bottom bit. This actually creates a nice clean stem to place into the design. And I'm actually going around the pad, making sure, again, even at the sides, that it's all nicely covered completely. You still want a couple of little gaps because obviously we've got the ancillary items and we've also got the nice flower content to go in. But we want to make sure with the pad that it's lovely and textured. So using all the different foliages that you've been given to create a really nice textured design. Okay. So again, even on the top, you still want some on the top. That's it. Keep going until it's all complete. So always making sure that you have some at the side, because if you're having this on your Christmas dining table, and especially on Christmas Day, which will look lovely, what I always say is just make sure that you do have some at the sides, because people will be able to see these at the sides. So it's really important to make sure that the actual, if I hold it up, as you can see, you need to be able to have some at the side. Okay, and as you can see now, I've gone all the way around. I'm just filling in on the top before I start the flower content. Okay, can you see I'm also keeping it quite low? I don't want it higher than any of my candles really. So again, look at your lowest candle that you've placed in And you don't want your design any higher than your lowest candle. Okay. A little bit more leather leaf here, just to finish off. Just checking that you can see it. And that's probably, let me just take them bits off, they're a bit high. Just give them a little bit of a haircut. Okay, and I'll share this design with you now so you can see. Okay, as you can see, really nice textured design in the top, but also all the way around the outside too. Okay, so your pieces of foliage, roughly no bigger than about 2 inches, every single piece. Think about it as all different textures. So you want spruce next to conifer, next to eucalyptus, next to all the different foliages that we've provided you with. Okay, I've got a small selection of flowers here. Again, you've got a larger selection. You will have, let's go over some of the design, over the flowers. You will have roses. So again, just make sure that you dress your roses. So at the outer petals, just taking them off. And again, really quite short and placing them into the design. Some Lisianthus. So I love Lisianthus. It's a really nice flower. So this is Lisianthus or Eustoma. And this is the double variety. So again, beautiful variety. And it's got that really nice green. And it's very good at lasting. So again, this design with our houses being quite warm, with maybe the heating on during the festive period, it is advisable to definitely use re-water it quite often. I've got some nice thistle. Okay, so some Eryngium, we might call them, but their other name is thistles. Okay, and again, where I'm placing them in, and I'll show you again, as you can see, there's no set order. I'm placing them around the design every time I'm placing something into the form. Move it over so you can see. That's better. Okay. Again, remembering that some of your items, it's ideal to actually have some of them going on the sides. Because again, you want them to be able to see them. People sat at your dining table should be able to see some of the lovely designs. There's also some lovely silver berries. Okay. And this is a type of Brunia. This has come from South Africa. And again, just adding a really nice texture to the design. Okay. So again, quite low down. I'm using all the stems. So again, you've got the larger variety. So use, I'm more than happy for you to